Hello everyone, welcome back to Stark's Lounge if you're watching YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, welcome back to the channel. Um, They're just kind of chilling, playing some games. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on this game because if he hasn't put in the mods I need, then I can't play. Um, I might fire up some Call of Duty or some Forza, either way. Oh, really? Oh, I haven't created a GPS point, so I can't do that. So I'm going to have to use my admin tools. Okay, I'm back at my base. See who's calling. What's up, man? I'm live. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of a stream. What's up?
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to be a part of the stream, I don't care.
Sure.
Where am I going in this stupid facility?
Yeah, I hadn't seen you online for a bit, so I figured
Yeah,
I'd say, hey, ah,
I'm on the server if you want to join me.
okay, I'll jump on the server.
There is an
Monkey.
IP change, so check server info.
Okay. Come on. Sorry, my computer's a bit slow.
Don't worry. Well, the game seems to not want to respawn me a survival kit. So instead, it respawned me 2,000 kilometers away at the nearest um, spawn
Medical
point.
station.
Yeah, which was my NXO 2 class.
Okay.
So I'm having to redo the medical station to be a proper medical station.
Yeah. Uh, okay, that's working. Uh,
Still working on the permissions on this station.
okay. Uh, so are you going to your Discord?
No, we can't do.
Okay, I'll go to the Discord.
Okay.
Uh,
Alright, so everything is transferred to me. I'll show you what I'm doing as well. Might as well. By the way, stream, this is Surat as I know him.
welcome. And hello.
Fair to let everybody in on what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, kind of helps.
Why am I
All
opening
right.
up a web page? Oh, for Discord. Oh, because I hit F1. That's why.
Uh,
Anybody can use. Share with all.
so are you making
A trade station.
you or this for everybody?
This is for everybody. I'm gonna copy this trade station and plop it down on every planet.
Oh, very cool.
So there's at least a trade system online, even if it's moderate. Automated.
Okay. That sounds fun and
And then I'm gonna
that
build
that
myself a
pain.
ship that can jump that far. You know, I still have my admin ship, but I'm gonna build myself a ship that has like 20 jump drives, so I can get there in one jump.
Very cool. What did you think of the 3 weapon mods that I responded
I
to you
gotta
with?
bring him up to who do you call it still? Pluto.
Yeah,
But he was one asking because he's never done weapons core. So if you want to work with him, contact him.
sure.
Yeah, because he has no clue what the fuck he's doing, and I don't want him to fuck up the server.
Well, I won't promise anything except I'll try my best.
Hey, you know what? That's all I ask. You know,
Yep.
you're
So
stupid. Oh
if
god.
everything explodes, at least I did my best.
Serathol. Spawn name.
And in just a minute, I'll be in my my building game. Let's see, and get your opinion on my battle carrier.
I thought it
Would be
was done.
really. Oh, it's a hollow husk.
Bullshit! It just fucking wrecked your server and the stream, and possibly my GPU. Bull fucking shit! Excuse my French to those who are small ears. So there's a contractor already in here. All right.
Uh-huh.
The contract is not in that contract block. Oh, they refreshed my contacts, my contracts. Damn it. So, well, I'm gonna read you the contract, but basically, there's a ship down here.
Uh-huh.
See that the damage down there?
Yeah.
They're gonna fix it, and I'm gonna give them a lump sum of cash.
Okay. Sounds like fun. So they're using the build and repair system or the nanite factory.
This server's using the build and repair. Um,
Okay, that's what I use.
but they're gonna be using these as
Right?
much as they can. And whatever they can't get, they have to build on their own.
Yeah. I only asked because I could see part of it's a projection.
Yes, because I've damaged it with a warhead. But don't ask why I do that. Let me take these tools out of here. And these bottles.
I also was going to make another suggestion that wasn't a weapon core. It's the gravel mod
I've heard of it.
because gravel is one of the most useless, except for building one or two things. It's completely useless. So this adds a tiny, tiny bit of everything. So you don't get much, but at least you get something out of it. What do you guys, or what do you think?
Yes, I liked it.
That way, the way I look at it, your ship doesn't have to poop out gravel every time you get a bunch of stone from mining.
Oh, and they only have 60 minutes to repair it.
Do they have the materials?
They either have to find the materials, scrounge the materials, or I did give them a bucket of most of the materials to choose from.
Okay.
And it has some ores in it, so if you wanted to use those ores instead of yours, I just replace them. Whatever. Um,
Hmm.
but they're only 1,000 each, so good luck building, massive amounts of like steel plates, because that's gonna be a lot of steel plates. 1,000 ingots of iron ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah.
Repair contract.
Is the server going to have the um, cloaking field or cloak mod?
He doesn't know about that. Because I haven't told him yet. I'm still playing with it myself to see if it's viable. And if you
It
do
is.
become a well,
I just
if it's a PVE, they're gonna target you no matter what.
not if they can't see you.
That doesn't matter. Automatic weapons automatically target you no matter. I've tested it. If you even in cloak, I went up to a base, and their automated weapons automatically targeted me and started destroying shit.
Yes, you know why? You can turn that on, turn that off in the settings on the server with the mod. Pardon me.
I wonder if this ship can handle a. Hmm,
Handle a what?
The cloaking mod. Mm.
And I've tested the cloaking mod. Um, I can stay cloaked indefinitely. It just takes a lot of power and a heck of a lot of cooling modules or heat sinks.
See, what should I sell?
Um,
I'm thinking I sell the more high-priced items. And
you
maybe
can
throw
sell a
in,
bunch of stuff.
maybe throw in a few lower-priced commodities that is needed.
Consumables are always needed.
So Gatling, but you can build Gatling boxes and fucking
Right.
rockets.
Well, I was thinking things like coffee, whatever. Um, what is that?
Med, the,
Medical
yeah, the med
kits.
kits, the power kits, yeah.
Yep. Consumables that players can grab. Uh, Containers of oxygen and hydrogen. I may be wrong, but I would think that those would be the highest selling items. Especially if you have a source of ice, it's easily replenished.
What about weapons?
Um, I wouldn't sell weapons. I would sell tools, and I would not sell the high-end tools. I would sell the mid-grade because most players, when you respawn, you're going to have a grade 1 grinder and a grade 1 welder and a grade 1 drill. Sell a grade 2 and a grade 3, but if they want a grade 4, they're going to have to go out and farm the materials and manufacture it themselves. What do you think?
I get that.
Because if you sell the grade 4, then why would they have to go out and get the gold and the rare materials needed? And there would be no sense of accomplishment for them. And it's just an idea.
I like it though. I'm also sell some ice.
Do you have a source of ice to replenish?
Maybe.
If you do, you're probably better off not selling the ice, but selling the hydrogen, which people love using hydrogen thrusters, which means they're going to buy a lot of hydrogen. They can stop buying refuel.
You thinking I should make money off of the hydrogen?
Yeah. And sell the hydrogen bottles and the oxygen bottles. a player can have 5 bottles of each on their character, and
Oh,
they can actually go out and get something accomplished.
turn you down a little bit on the stream. You're maxing out my volume output.
Oh, okay.
You're fine now. I've turned you down now. That should be fine.
Because I could be wrong, but I would think that the store is there to make the game easier, but you don't want to make the game easy, right?
Yeah.
Because then they can turn around and just go and grab crappy materials like stone, turn around and sell it to someone, make money, and then go buy what they want. They don't have to go out and farm. They don't have to go out and build stuff. They don't have to go out and risk going into deep space, running out of fuel. Now, what about ships for sale?
I'm not sure how to put those in.
Okay.
However, there is a ship for sale on Trade Station Delta, and that's my Enterprise. No, not the Enterprise, the Columbia.
Okay.
Is there hydrogen on this station?
If there's an oxygen, or what is that?
I'm looking for hydrogen tanks,
Oh, okay. Huh.
and I'm
That
not
looks
seeing
almost like
any.
a guitar arm. Down underneath. It's like it has like 35 frets.
It does have 2 hydrogen tanks.
Cool.
They are 100% filled.
Okay.
Okay, and it has an oxygen tank.
Then I've
What
got to add.
about O2? And it has 3 O2 H2 gens.
Okay. Does your server have? Does it run scripts?
Yes.
Okay. Then I would use Izzy's Easy Inventory Manager and have that make sure that all your ice is evenly distributed between your 3 O2 generators. That way, even though you have 3 of them, it will normally, without a script, only feed one at a time. If it feeds all 3 at the same time, uh, it's much more efficient, takes the same amount of power, and you get 3 times the output. And same with your uh, reactors.
Oh, how
Distribute
many
the.
reactors do I have and where? I have 2 small reactors powering this thing, and 2 batteries. That's not going to be enough.
Yeah. With Izzy's Easy Inventory, you can have it make sure that not only the fuel is distributed between the 2 reactors, but that there's always a minimum amount of reactor or a minimum amount of fuel.
Okay.
I've got 23 reactors on my ship.
Yeah, but they're the fucking terawatt fucking bullshits.
Well, they're yeah, they put out 120 gigawatts of power,
And then you add that
and then
engineer and
right, So they're putting out 360 each because it triples the output. I'm sitting at what is it? Not currently 9.3 terawatts. I
I thought my 16 reactors was a lot. Sheesh.
well with
Welcome.
welcome with plus of those. Oh, what are they? With those 20 plus reactors and 9.3 terawatts, I could probably power
A
every
city.
planet in the game. And in fact, as soon as my game loads, I'm going to share in Discord my screen, and I would love your guys' opinion thus far on my battle carrier. And for those that don't know, a few friends of mine have gotten together and we're having a battle royale, and we're gonna have it when everyone's ready for the battle. We have stipulations. Your ship can be no bigger than 50 by 100 by 200 in any configuration. If
If
you want it 200 wide or 100 wide or 50 wide, whatever.
if you want at
And the
51. Oh, I'm dying.
okay, and the only exception is the width can be one wider if you want it to be an odd number. And the other stipulation is weapons and peripherals like antennas uh, and things of that nature do not count toward the width, the height, or the length. But we have a group of mods that everyone agreed upon, and you design their own ship and see who's going to be the victor. But what they don't realize is I've got over 12,500 hours in Space Engineers, and I have a lot of experience with this game. I know how to use blocks that are not weapons as weapons. And yes, we have the cloaking device and the old-fashioned shield that gives block integrity and the bubble shield and all that. So I've been working on my little battle carrier that is barely undersized. And I took a lot of inspiration from the old TV show.
You made a line of sight false. You gotta be fucking joking me. How do I get out of my own fucking station? Oh yeah.
And I'll be right back,
Sounds
buddy. I'm going to have a cigarette as my game loads.
okay. So how you doing?
Doing good.
Poor Pluto was bored yesterday.
Yeah, I had a 12 to 12 shift yesterday, so
Nice.
Although it did get dead about 6 o'clock. So it's, interesting.
Oh,
Oh, he left.
his internet probably crashed.
Uh, big rip.
Okay. Now, how the fuck do I use Izzy's inventory script?
Oh, I need to get zone chips.
I'm selling them over at Trade Station Alpha.
Wait, was that added?
Well, not on the Discord, but you just find Enterprise 9 on the, you can't see the entity list, never mind.
I can see the entity list, yeah.
Yeah, it's right above the Enterprise 9. Because I have one sitting out there just for repair duties.
Hmm.
we go. I'm back.
Are you though?
Yep. Discord. Gotta love it. It's a good program, but it likes to crash every
We thought you hated us.
then. Only if I lose.
Oh wow, I don't have any uranium in my reactor, so boy, that's fun.
All right. So, just out of curiosity, what do you think of this so far? Demon Rider.
Hang on a second here. I gotta go through my inventory here a little bit and get the uranium just
Okay.
into production. Oh, never mind. It is in production. Good. Good.
And if I can, I'll see if this would be an excellent ship to bring in on the server.
What's the
As-
PCU on it?
I'm scared to check.
Well, yes, it would PvP wise. If it's too much PCU, then Pluto won't allow it to be on the server.
Yeah. I mean, be a good policeman.
No, I'm just saving you a tiny hiney.
Let's see here. Oh, I'm too far away. Let's see. Far away. Gotta get closer.
All you do is copy it, and it'll tell you.
There we go. All right.
342,978 PCU.
Yeah, I think I exceed what's.
Take a copy of
Possible.
the Columbia and see how much PCU it is.
Let me get back to the station. I can actually just tell you.
Well, actually, never mind. I'm on board your station, thinking you're inside it.
No, I was out mining. Oh yeah, I see you. I was out getting uranium for the reactors, and because I believe my am I still close to Earth? That's my question.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
1,000K out. Mine
Okay.
is total PCU is 73,000, so I think you might be good.
Okay. One reason why I love this reactor mod is the fuel is ice, and you find that almost anywhere. I don't have to go out and look for uranium.
I have a crossplay server that I play on that I'm like his right hand man too. Like he literally made his like me his second in command. So I'm basically the overseer over there.
That's what
Uh,
Pluto's trying to do to me. He's trying to make me second in command, so that way, should something happen,
He doesn't have to be
the only thing I don't have is access to his server files. That's the only thing I don't.
that's the
have
only thing
access
that I won't have access to.
to. But I have access to everything else. Like I can completely control the server 100%.
There has to be
Well,
a
in
script.
game.
There has to be a script where we can,
but
or a
they-
file we can
he-
put in there, put in Nitrato's server, so then I can do a it's like a permission thing. I have permission to do this, can do a
Yeah,
slash reboot.
yeah,
And
you can. All he has to do is add you as a trusted person to the file, and your Notrado will come up with that server in your list.
okay,
Yep.
you have to message him about that. He just didn't believe me. He doesn't believe I know anything about
It,
servers, but I've hosted like 6 servers
I
between
used to own a DayZ
three game.
server, and it was that way that you can actually be added as a trusted user
Yeah, I had
on this onto it.
every time I hosted a server, it was, I could add a trusted person to be in there and give them permissions to on what they can and cannot access.
Yeah.
So what do you think of this, buddy?
I think it's interesting. I mean, just the sheer size of it. The shape is a little but that's only because I like aesthetics.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, you can tell from a lot of my blueprints, they're more like when you see them, you're like, that looks exactly like it would look.
yep. Well, I wanted to design my own design, and some of it I had to do like 7 or 8 times because I just didn't like it. And that one big gun up top, that's got a 35 kilometer range.
Oh damn!
And that that ship is literally 200 blocks long. So that just shows you how big that turret is.
Yeah, and it's a little intimidating, not gonna lie. But like I was saying, that server, they have a reactor mod. He has a reactor mod on it that it's not. He just added azimuth. Because I told him about how they have better power supply,
Uh huh.
and he found it and put it on. But before, he had another reactor mod, which I think is still a part of the server because it's an easy reactor. Is a gravel reactor.
Yes.
It doesn't reproduce. It produces about 3/4 of the actual power of a uranium um, reactor, but it needs is gravel to operate. Which
Yep.
gravel is just like ice. You can find that literally anywhere and everywhere. You just have to mine stone, and you get gravel easily when you refine it.
Yep.
Which makes it a very more abundant resource because you don't have to go searching for it. You can literally just hit a random asteroid, a completely random asteroid, and have fuel.
Yeah.
Um, or even if you're on planet, same thing. You just literally just mine the ground and refine the stone. Boom, you got fuel.
Okay. So, yeah, this is the one that I'm using. Let's see. It's the oxyhydro gases and reactors with trillium weaponry mod.
Yeah, I believe you showed me that mod
Yeah, I
before.
played with that mod.
Yep.
I put about 40 reactors and a engineer down. I had literally the readout for my shields were infinite.
Yep. If I go in,
So my shields wouldn't go down. I even, I went into the middle of nowhere, copied about 7 of itself, and I couldn't lower its own shields.
um, yeah. Okay. Right now, let's see. Okay, total required power is just under 48 gigawatts. And I am putting out
You're in the terawatt zone. Fuck you.
9.36 terawatts. And my shield, I'm running both shield mods. The old fashioned one that gives block integrity as well as the bubble shield. And let's see. The bubble shield, I'm currently at 20,545,830,000 shield points.
I'm going to be right back right now, guys, because I'm about to view sensitive info. By the way,
Okay.
Dragon, I am streaming.
In my
Not
current,
Dragon, but Demon. Fucking
yeah,
hell.
uh,
Yeah, I know. I get the notifications.
So it's you that's watching it. It's watching me every time.
Before the server came back up, yes.
You know, I never had an audience until you came in, and then you came in, and then my stream crashed, and I'm like, you motherfucker.
I left actually right before that crashed. I'm not gonna lie. Like when you said back up, I had already left. I had left like 10 minutes before that.
that's funny.
No, it's not.
Um, yeah, it's pretty funny. It's always funny when it happens to someone else. All right, let's see here.
I love my admin powers.
Come on, bud. Now I
You
gotta read.
can't leave the bad corner until you're a good boy.
Ah, kills my stream.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, I forgot it did that.
And what do you think of this? I made trying to make this so that way when the day of the battle, I'm gonna put this on the workshop so people can download it and look at the ship that's gonna kick their butt. Um, but they won't have time to make any improvements on their own to try to counter my ideas. But I'm working on the inside stuff. And these are, or I'm setting this up so that way if they want to download the ship and play it as like role play, they can. Or if there's just one person, they can run it. Oop. Here we go.
You mean I
these
can't
are the-
fucking copy my goddamn Steam ID?
Yep. These are the crew quarters. Everything from, the bathroom, the shower. And they've even got a patio they can walk on. And I've got about 620 LCDs. I've got to figure out what to put stuff on.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17.
You forgot, and I love count. for those that know about Sesame Street. All right, I'll be right back. Have that seat.
Oh, excuse me. Wasn't me. Alright, I'm gonna go back to live stream because I'm done with my personal info. Well, one thing you don't show on stream is your personal info. I've done that too many times. Um, oh, I had a brain fart on what I was doing. I didn't know how to find my Steam ID. Uh, what the hell? Where the hell am I? Oh, I'm at Trade Station Delta. One thing you might want to think about for your base for trading,
What's that?
hydrogen fill-ups. Charge them.
Oh yeah, that's what I planned on doing. I already had that plan. That anytime somebody parks, which is why a lot of the ships are on, or a lot of the connectors are on trade mode right now. So they don't pull hydrogen or nothing like that. They will pull shit, but they won't pull hydrogen.
I wouldn't even let them pull shit, but you know.
No, I mean like not like pull shit out of the base. Like the base will pull shit out of them.
Oh, so you're stealing now?
No, it's not like that. Not like that kind of pulling. Like when they go to the
I know.
trade block, it will read the fucking shit in it.
It should read it if it's in proximity.
It has to be connected to a connector that has trade mode active, which the last 3 connectors in the shipyard, which is D, E, and F, are set to trade mode. As well as the docking pads are set to trade mode. The only one that's not set to trade mode is the, for that side anyway, is the one I park my ship on.
You should. Granted, it's not my ship, so I can't test that. So I was gonna see if you can see the Leviathan, but I don't own the ship, so.
Yeah, the trade mode will cause it to where it does not pull anything out until you've completed a trade for what I have. It also shows the inventory of the ship, so you can buy shit and put it directly into the inventory of your ship. Otherwise, the trade block don't work. Found that out. Trade block does not work unless there are connectors that are set to trade mode.
Yep. There's a couple YouTube videos on that.
As well as I found out, you can't set your own prices.
Yeah, I found that out.
Because of Keen's economy. The minimum you can sell a single uranium ingot is 60K. A single thing of a single refined platinum.
Platinum is, oh my god,
90K minimum.
Then you should see zone ships.
I'm
Shit
just waiting.
right
now, I'm just kind of. I'm waiting for this damn thing to kick in. Because I had to pull up to the build and repair because my ship, or into the shipyard area where the build and repair works, because the ship has damaged components, and the build and repair should automatically, as soon as it senses it, should start fixing all the stuff.
And you don't have a build and repair system on your ship?
No room for it. The ship is so compacted. The only way I'd be able to put one on is if maybe I ripped out the survival kit that's in the ship.
Have it replace an interior wall.
there's only a few interior walls, which they're all internal, like they're underneath the armor, for extra armor.
Okay.
There is no actual interior wall in this ship that is connected or by a connector.
Okay. That's a bummer.
And I know this because I've built this ship by hand recently, so I know this by for a fact. Um, but yeah, it's got probably about 5 or 6 interior walls that are spread throughout, and it's mostly in the back. Most of the interior walls are in the rear of the ship.
Okay.
By hydrogen tanks and all that. Again, because of the extra armor. So it allows somebody can't just shoot out the hydrogen tanks and blow the ship.
Okay.
Also, I found out that Azimuth ore detector is airtight.
Yes.
I did not
Yes.
know that until I pulled the block into my hand and I seen it said airtight. I was like, oh, cool. Because I have a ore detector on the ship for its mining purposes. I ripped that thing out and put an azimuth on it.
All right. So
Just because that way I have 5 kilometers worth of range of being able to find shit with this ship, seeing as it's my main mining ship.
So which ore detector did you use? A deep space one or the?
It honestly doesn't matter, but if you wanted to go by what it says on the block, if you're in space, you use the space. If you're not, you use the other one. But it really doesn't fucking matter. An ore detector is an ore detector. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just use space one because again, it's space. It's designed for space. So I use space one.
yeah, and that was up to him. So
Okay.
Yeah, it's just personal preference at that point.
I was just curious.
But if I were to go planet side, I'd rip it back out again and replace it with a normal one because it won't be planetary.
You can have one of each.
yeah,
Yeah, but there's no room on the ship.
then
The
replace.
ship can go atmosphere, but it consumes a lot of fuel when it does.
Hydrogen thrusters.
Yep,
Oh.
hydrogen. It's all hydrogen and ion.
I
Replace the
can't stand-
hydrogen. I'm not sure if you can replace all the hydrogen, but replace the hydrogen with the plasma thrusters. They put out more thrust for less fuel.
And I can't stand the hydrogen thrusters. They go through hydrogen like nothing.
Let's see here. Can I replace them? Yes, I can because all the hydrogen thrusters on the are on the outside of the ship. They're literally on the outside of the ship. Like you can see the ones that I have.
Yeah, and then once
there's like
you
3 on the back and 2 on the sides. Oh, I forgot. There's also 8 on the bottom plus another 3. 11 on the bottom. There's 11 of them on the bottom, and then the 3 on the back and 2 on the sides.
Personally, I only use the ion and the atmospheric.
yeah no
That's because you're not in space. If you were in space, you'd want to switch a little bit into hydrogen and ion, because that way you have a little bit more power. Not to mention too, you're not burning through hydrogen like it's fucking candy. Because hydrogen engines, I had a ship that had all hydrogen engines for the first bit until I found platinum, and that thing ate ice like it was literally cocaine.
yeah never power hydrogen thrusters with a O2H2 generator.
Always have a tank.
Always have a
Oh,
tank.
I never use hydrogen thrusters. Never. I always make sure that I have at least 3 times the. I generate 3 times the power I ever need. Because
Well, here's the thing: if you're coming off of a planet, you want hydrogen for the exit.
why?
Because
Because there's that little instance right just before you break atmosphere that your ion engines still don't do anything, or they have only like a quarter thrust, to where you will absolutely dive bomb back into the planet, back into that where the atmosphere is reactivate.
I just
Uh,
turn on both kinds of thrusters and I'm good. I
I
have
have
the
I have
atmosphere.
never had it where
Nope.
atmospheric has got me high enough that ions have
I've
done
always
anything.
had, if I don't want hydrogen on the ship, I've always done a merge block, or a advanced piston or rotor, and I would connect it to my system that way, and then that way I can just detach what I don't want.
Wow, I've never had a problem with running both.
Me, what I do is I just have them set to a hotbar on the control panel. So when I'm done with the hydrogen engines, I just turn them off. That way, when I come back in, I can turn them back on, and it adds a little bit of extra thrust to keep me from dive bombing into the planet.
Wow. All right. Yeah, it's never done that to me. Never once.
Well, because if you do that, you can use less atmospherics, because you could basically half and half the hydrogen with the atmospherics. And
But
you'll get a lot more. You'll get a lot of thrust out of it. A lot more, maybe just about the same as you would get if you just use atmospherics.
no, I use both. I never shut either of them off. I don't need to.
Um, Now, of course, I would suggest turning off the Atmos because they don't do anything anyway in space. So I always have those set again
Same.
to a hotbar so I can turn them off, because that way they're not pulling power. They're turned off. They're not pulling any power.
Yes, but granted, look at his ship. He has fucking how many
I
terawatts of
yeah.
power? I think he can survive it, but for normal ships that don't have fucking terawatts of power, yeah, that would be a common practice. Which is, if you're in space, turn off atmos. If you're in atmosphere, you turn off your ions because your ions
Yeah.
are like next to useless.
I I don't know if I ever run out of power.
That's because you go overkill, you rat.
Yeah, well, the way I design my ships is to be number one, they have to be sexy. If they're not a sexy looking ship, I don't want it. Two, um, most people are idiots and sheep. I mean, let's be honest. Um, you don't. If someone's on the short bus, doesn't mean you give them the keys to fly it. But if they do, you want to make it as simple as possible. Just point and shoot, right? That's about the simplest way I can explain it. And for those that might be on a short bus, it's no insult to you guys if you're watching. If it is, sorry.
Oh, my build and repair section got moved. I guess it was before the all the stuff. So I gotta move that back.
Dang.
Because I was wondering why I'm sitting here waiting for the build and repair to do its job, so that way my stuff can be pulled the way it has to be pulled, and it's not doing anything but sitting like a bump on a log. Alright, so I'm gonna hop out of the ship here.
Alright, I'm sending you the coordinates to my automated base.
Got it. Alright.
Now I need to put it into the Discord, which I've lost Discord on my hotbar. There it is. Trade stations. Why did I put that in trade stations? I was tired last night. I put a fucking announcement in trade stations. I'm not sure why.
Dang.
There we go. Now it's working. Just seeing the sparks. Just got a few things to repair here, but I like my automatic LCDs
Yes.
because I can put an LCD panel with literally just in the custom data damage, and it will tell me anything that's damaged on the ship.
Yep.
The only thing it won't show me is armor, but it'll show me the main systems.
I hate Discord and it doesn't do fucking enter. It does shift enter. Oh my god.
Well, you don't want
Alright,
it too easy.
almost done. Almost done repaired now. And that's why I built the station. It's a repair station and shipbuilding station.
Nice.
So it repairs and let's make sure everything got moved. It did. Awesome. Let's go. That means that my containers are now working. So I'm gonna move your reactor. My reactor should start also be pulling, and they're not. Well, then again, I don't have.
That's why I use Izzy's inventory manager.
I do too, but I only use it on the base. I had it for a while on this ship, like I would religiously use it on this ship for a while, but then I found Izzy Simple Doors, and I started using that. So that took up the only one extra programmable block that I had.
Wow. Yeah, I add an insane amount of stuff.
Alright, I'm going to actually move that over, and I'm going to change.
Wait a second. How is your ship looks like 2 times bigger than mine, and yet I'm clocking 72,000 BCU, and you're clocking what? Did you say 7,000? Something like that.
Remember, he lied. Size doesn't matter, buddy.
Power does.
Okay, he has more armaments than the damn Enterprise.
Uh-huh. And your
Point being. I love same thought. It's like your point.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Stream, they're making fun of me. Like they're gonna help me.
Well, it's not that. It's just he has found what's a good term for it? An exploit, which is not cheating. Programmers just did not foresee the advantages one player might have over another, but it's in the programming, so it's not a cheat. Right?
I never said you were cheating.
Well,
All right. There we
I
go.
just don't
Now
know
we're
how,
right.
with all those weapons, all those reactors, and all of those other shit that adds to the PCU, how you only have 7,000. When on the Enterprise, I got half of what you have. And I'm double, if not triple, the damn PCU on versus yours. You got point defense lasers, you got laser cannons, you got battleship cannons, you got torpedoes, you got, those freaking gas reactors. You have doors coming out of your ears.
well, the better to hear you with. No? Come on, that was pretty good.
If you haven't already noticed, Demon, that's a jokester.
Well,
He
I
can
pun-
tell some pretty bad jokes at really good times.
Oh,
yeah,
my jokes are awesome.
they're awesome when they're timed perfectly
he-
at the right
Here's
time.
one. It's all my puns and stuff are technically clean, but are said in a way to where it allows you to take it to the next level. If that
Processing,
makes sense.
processing.
Just yeah, just like what do you call a nurse with knee pads?
Oh God.
The head nurse.
I knew that was coming, but I didn't have enough freaking time to freaking say it before I just started laughing.
Well, the nurse wasn't coming. Um, and see that that was clean. Just
Have you ever been pulled over?
yes. If I learned from personal experience, when he asks, "Where do you think you're coming from?" Don't tell him you just dropped his daughter off. They get very upset.
No, I'm just saying, do you sit there and joke with the damn cop to get out of a ticket?
Yes,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I had I had this one shirt that got me out of 4 speeding tickets, and it was a shirt that had a big box on it with 4 hands giving the finger, and on the border of that box, it said, "USA, we salute Saddam Hussein." Uh, and the officers saw that shirt and was laughing so hard that I ended up getting out of 4 speeding tickets with it. I wore that shirt out.
So, I got pulled over today.
Uh huh.
I hadn't unloaded my airsoft gear yet.
Uh huh.
And I didn't put them away inside their cases. I just tossed them into the back of my car and left. And then forgot about them the next day.
Well,
Which is
that blows.
which is today.
Literally.
And I had my pistol, and I didn't even notice it was there, honestly. I had my pistol. The orange tip fell off. The
Ooh.
orange tips. The replacement is coming tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the orange tip fell off, and that barrel was pointing towards the window.
Uh-huh.
I was doing maybe like maybe 20 over. But then again, so is everybody else. So 'cause these are air clicker.